Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today we're talking about the New England Patriots. All right, Cam Newton is coming back. So, with that being said, let's go over some of the weaponry he'll have. We all know that Joe Thuney, he's gone. He's moved on to Kansas City. You do have Hunter Henry coming in from the San Diego Chargers at the tight end spot, along with Jonnu Smith. So they're going to have that double tight end look again. They had previous success with that. Kyle Van Noy is back. You went out and got Matt Judon, a very good pass rusher. I'm not saying he's the best pass rusher in the league. I'm saying that he is solid against the run, pass, solid player, making heads-up plays, versatile. That's what New England likes. That's what they went out and got. Kyle Van Noy coming back. You signed a lot of your own talent back with Lawrence Guy and James White. Looks like, and you got a big under the radar addition that I think is huge because he continues to get better year in, year out throughout his career. He was a first-round draft pick, Nelson Aguilar. This could be a huge acquisition of finally a deep threat to go along with some of your possession receivers. Kendrick Bourne remains to be seen, but could be good. You know, you got Keneal Harry, a former first-round draft pick, trying to stay healthy, trying to get better, see what happens there. Sony Michel, he's shown his ability and what he can do when healthy. Just got to stay healthy. You went and traded for Trent Brown, brought him back, a big 6'8", 350-pound offensive tackle. Traded Marcus Cannon. So, you know, Trent Brown is a little bit younger than Marcus Cannon was, should play in the league a few more years if healthy. Henry Anderson from the Jets, not a dynamic player, but solid. He'll give you some good production. A pretty good draft last year. Got some key players for your linebacking core. Chase Winovich just being one of them. Kyle Duggar on the back end to fill in for the retired Patrick Chung. Not bad. Not bad. And even after this dynamic offseason for the Patriots, and I want to talk about two more that a lot of people are not covering. Rayquan Mcmillan, I know he fell out of favor in Miami, but he's been, as long as he's been with Miami, I'm not saying phenomenal, but he's been solid. He's been one of their key players on defense since arriving. Ted Contreras is back. He filled in at center when Andrews was out. So he can play left guard or center. So that's gives you some stability along the offensive line. And Jonnu Smith, I'll expand on him a little bit. He's a weapon. He's a willing blocker that is an absolute weapon in the passing game. I definitely see the flexibility as in the situations and substitutions and formations, however you want to say it. New England on offense has got it. They are going to be very versatile on offense. Last year, Damian Harris, I thought he really, really played well at the running back spot. So the Patriots really have established a core nucleus of depth. Some guys with a good mixture of guys with experience, your veteran players versus the young guys coming up. And Rayquan Mcmillan on New England with New England coaching. I know Miami's coach is a former defensive coordinator of New England, but I really think Rayquan Mcmillan in New England will do very well. And before COVID hit the New England Patriots last year, because if you remember, Stephon Gilmore and Cam Newton both came down with COVID. And after that, they did not play to the same level. This year, everybody's going to be healthy, back ready to play some football. Could be a whole different season. New England, I can't say that they're contenders, but what I can say is they are going to compete on a much higher level. I think to be a contender, you got to prove it. And last year, they kind of fell out of that spot. It's only 1 year. They can come right back up. They're still a very capable football team, a very capable franchise. And they can get back into contention. They've added some weaponry. They've stabilized their offensive line. They've helped their defense both in the draft and free agency. And now let's take a look at the first round pick. A lot of people say that they're looking to trade up to look for a quarterback. I don't know if this is really true. I don't see New England in their history ever really trading up to go and get the guy. They normally wait until they're in position and then they get their guy. They don't necessarily trade up. Now, in a special circumstance, could it be possible for them to trade up? Maybe. But do I foresee them just giving up a ton of draft equity to go get one guy? And especially since Bill Belichick always says, quoted, it's about the team, T-E-A-M, team, to the press? No, I don't. I think he's going to bolster his roster and acquire more equity in the draft. If the player is not there that he's looking for, he may trade down. I really think if Micah Parsons is there, I think he's going to take him. He loves linebackers like Micah Parsons. Micah from Penn State, he can fly all over the field and make a lot of plays. And I mean a lot of plays. And Micah Parsons and Hightower would be phenomenal. Especially with Kyle Van Noy back and Matt Judon. And if you were to plug in a Micah Parsons into that equation, or even a Le'Veon Collins, phenomenal, to say the least. Or it depends on what happens with the quarterback situation in the top 10 and the wide receivers. If wide receivers start going in the top 10, because you're always going to have a defensive player or two or three, and then you're going to have your quarterbacks, see how many quarterbacks go in the top 10 and who falls to that spot just below, in them top 15 picks range from 10 to 15. You could have a lot of talent sitting there. Players that may, in a normal year, a non-COVID year, may go in the top 10. But because the evaluation process has changed this year due to COVID, not as many games, no combine, you may see a different look for the draft this year. Okay, that'll conclude our session today. I'm going to come back with a part 2 and go into a little bit more in depth into some of these off-season moves and later portions of the draft. If you liked the show, please comment below, smash that like button, and subscribe. Thank you all. Have a great day.